Alright, this is a walkthrough of lab number 23. This is a lab on the greenhouse effect. And again, this is a Java lab, so if you're not having luck getting it running, then you should just watch my simulation. I'm going to run through the lab, and you can record your observations from my video. Please don't forget to answer this pre-lab question. For some reason, people always seem to forget that. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pop open the simulation, and the simulation is going to look like this guy right here. Get this guy on screen here. And what we can kind of see is we can kind of see some light. Here we have a yellow chunk of light called a sunlight photon. A photon is just a discrete little bundle of light. Sunlight is yellow, so hence the yellow dots. Infrared photons is going to be a chunk of infrared light, and that's going to be what the Earth is going to put off. So you can kind of see the sunlight coming down and the radiation leaving the Earth. Now we're supposed to go ahead and go to the glass layer tabs. I've already answered these two guys for you. Pay attention to the yellow stars and the red stars as we mess around with the number of glass panes. So click on the glass layer tab, and here we have the sunlight coming down. It's going to hit the Earth, and the Earth is going to start to warm up because of that. Don't make your observations of temperature until things have kind of hit a steady state. So we're going to wait until this guy kind of stabilizes here. And that's probably stable enough. Now record the temperature, the path of the yellow guys, and the path of the red guys. Then I'm going to add a pane, so let's go ahead and add one pane. Don't record the temperature right away. Give it a second or two for things to stabilize. And pay attention to the path of the yellow guys. It seems to me like they're going right through the pane. And pay attention to the path of the red guys. Some of these guys are now changing their direction. I'll say that's probably good enough for the temperature. And we'll add another pane, and you should see something happening right here to the red photons. Doesn't seem to interact with the yellow photons, and something happened to the temperature right here. Going to add another pane, and again you should be paying attention to the red guys as they go right here, and the yellow guys as well. Doesn't seem to affect them. Something happened to the temperature right here. And that should be everything that we need to complete this part of the lab. So pay attention to these guys. Go back and watch it again if you need to. Now go ahead and answer this question. And what we're going to do is we're now going to go over to the Earth's atmosphere tab. So we're going to select the greenhouse effect tab and answer what gases are considered and pay attention to the time periods. I'm going to flip through the time periods, pay attention to the temperature, the path of the sunlight photons, the path of the infrared photons, and how does this compare to the glass. Please don't record your temperatures until things have stabilized a little bit, as it did with the glass tabs. So here we have a couple of different scenarios. Here we have today, and we'll go ahead and let the temperature stabilize before we make any observations. Seems to be steady right here. While we pay attention here, the greenhouse gases considered are right here. We can go ahead and go to 1750. Give the temperature just a little bit of time to reach a stabilization point. And it does seem to be very slightly cooler, but if we click on the ice age, then what's going to happen is we start to see something happen right here, and we're kind of paying attention to the path of the photons. And I'm going to let this thing go back to today and let it stabilize while we take a look at this. So rank the temperatures for those guys, and now we're going to answer the question, does adding the clouds increase or decrease the temperature? So I'm going to pop back to the lab, and I'm going to go ahead and add some clouds to this. So boom, boom, boom. Now I have the clouds, and let's just kind of see the impact of clouds. Seems to me that the clouds are now bouncing back some of these yellow guys, and something happened to the temperature right here.